What is going on, guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we're going to be bringing you guys the best, greatest run scheme in Madden 24. This is currently the run scheme that I'm using, and I'm going to give you guys the best run setup in the game currently if you guys haven't already. And it's going to be one of the most annoying things for your opponent to have to deal with in Madden 24. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below anything that you guys might be struggling with so I can post a video for you, and hit that noti bell so you guys never miss a video. And if you have nothing to comment, well, like always, man, we got to give a shout out to the FTA squad, the FTA gang, showing up in full force as always. Appreciate you guys. Much love to the FTA squad. You guys make my dreams come true, so I can't thank you guys enough. So again, FTA stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. So the more we comment, the more we like, the more we subscribe, the more we share, the more we grow. Let's get right into it. We are going to be coming out in the hardest scheme to stop. But before I do that, I'm going to show you guys two of the best running setups that you guys can possibly have on your team. These are for the runners mainly. EA just dropped a Derrick Henry card with the X Factor Angry Runs, and all you have to do to activate this is rush for 1 yards. That is literally it. So I'm giving you guys the sauce right now. I'm giving you guys the best setup for this person specifically. They also upped the AP to 7. With that being said, if you were a runner before, this is not gonna hurt you at all. What I want you to do is activate Angry Runs, which is the X Factor, and then go to your ability slot 1 and turn on Persistent. That is 3 AP for the hardest person to tackle in Madden. Now, obviously, if you guys have more than that 3 AP, you guys can utilize it on other things, but this is going to be the easiest way to start up the most overpowered running back in the game. This dude falls forward every single play for 1 yard. So all you pretty much have to do is run the ball. So there's 2 setups for runners. It's that, and then this is the other one that a lot of the pro players are currently running, and that is literally just one of these guys with jukebox. So I have Bo Jackson, Walter Payton, the new CMC, all them guys all get jukebox, and this makes it so that your run stick is absolutely insane. Now that we got the setup for the runners out of the way, the play that we are going to be looking at is the stretch alert bubble coming out of wing slot. There is a full scheme that you guys can actually utilize out of this, but for this video, we're simply just going to go over the run plays in it. Well, this run play specifically and how dangerous it can actually be. And you can find them in these playbooks: the Carolina Panthers, the Colts, and the Eagles. This is actually part of the part 2 series to the Philadelphia Eagles / Indianapolis Colts ebook that I was going to drop. But let me tell you right now, this is the most overpowered scheme in the game. Now, obviously, still waiting on that light goal for the other video, but this is going to be a portion of that video and how we actually run it. So we're just going to hop into practice mode real quick. We don't even have to do anything. I'm just simply going to showcase how you run this scheme to its fullest potential, because it really is one of the most annoying things for a lot of people to deal with in Madden. Hopefully that didn't pop up as a white screen. Let me go ahead and fix that for you guys, just so we can get our squigglies while we do this, while we make this video here. So let's hop into practice mode so that we can shrinking down my screen. All right, perfect. So single back wing slot. It is one of the pro player schemes that a couple of the pro players run. I currently am running it myself, and right now I actually have the X Factor open already. So what you're going to want to do, your audibles, these are the audibles that I'm going to go over in this video specifically, which is the zone alert bubble and the stretch alert bubble. And they both have one thing in common, is that they're both RPO runs. What this means is that the computer is not going to react to those runs like they normally would. So right now, this is a situation where they have no outside leverage here. So no one is coming from the outside to actually tackle the running back. So we should have a free lane towards the outside, and we're going to go ahead and run it. Just dart straight towards the outside. We don't have to do anything else. Just make sure that you're picking up your yardage. Easy. Now, I'm going to go ahead over. Oh, get off me. I'm Derrick Henry, and I'm going to get yardage nonstop. But one of the main things when it comes to this play that you guys are going to want to look at is whoever is down here. The defender that's right here, you have to make sure that you're looking out for that person, because right now it looks like we have a full lane that we can go straight towards the outside out here. But if this guy over here drops back or is like blitzing over here, you're going to want to throw to the RPO. And that's what makes this play so dangerous, is the fact that these guys literally just can't stop it. As you can see, boom, and then we make one guy miss, and all of a sudden we have a potential touchdown. This is one of the most overpowered plays in Madden currently. So right now, I'm going to showcase the instant replay on that so you guys can see as Derrick Henry ends up fumbling. So when you guys are running this play, you guys are going to hold X, and as you can see, this guy drops back here. So we can throw this here and get guaranteed yardage towards that outside, potentially make one or both of these guys miss, and all of a sudden we're off to the races. Now, obviously, we did end up getting positive yardage here, which is going to help get Derrick Henry into his zone, which is going to help us out tremendously. So again, beautiful, boom, as you can see, overpowered as hell. It's one of the most overpowered plays in the game. Now, once your opponent starts catching on to you running stretch, right? You're running right. You know, you just keep doing it over and over again. That is why we ended up putting the zone alert bubble into our scheme. Now, right now, they're in a 4-down lineman set. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't really like to run up the gut when it comes to those 4-down lineman sets. So we're going to take it, and we're going to keep the stretch going towards that outside. Derrick Henry breaks a tackle, and we end up getting a gain of about 10 yards there. That is exactly what we want. Another situation. Oh, we seen the blitzer go, so we're able to sit there and get more yardage. This scheme is annoying, and the more annoying that your scheme is, the better that you are going to fare. So I'm going to show the instant replay again, because a lot of people need to realize. So before you hike the play, you have to look at the guys that are on this side. If you see this guy dart out here, you want to hold on to the ball and make sure that you just run your stretch. If you see this guy back up and this guy go try to blitz, you have this guy wide open, because this guy up here, let me erase the squigglies real quick, because this guy over here is going to block him. He's going to block this guy here. So you're going to end up wanting to throw that ball. So I'm going to slow-mo it. As you can see, this guy didn't move. This guy didn't move at all, which means that I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to hit this guy on the throw, because this guy is going to block him. So that's the first thing that you want to see. And then afterwards, if you see that these guys are crashing down to guard these routes, then you hold on to the ball, and you should have a free lane, depending on if your opponent is actually shooting gaps or whatever the case may be. This is going to make your life 10 times easier, because again, he ends up getting the block, and we end up getting a gain of about 7-8 yards, and that's perfect. What more could you want from that? Same situation. He backs up a little bit, which means we have yardage to throw to, and this is just a rinse and repeat. You can do this all the way down the field, and right now, perfect example here. We're going to audible into our zone alert bubble. Again, these are both RPOs, and we're going to be able to run it down the opponent's throats. And as you can see, easy. If they're coming out in dollar, you hop into this. If they're coming out in any 3-down lineman set, you can simply run the zone alert and end up getting yardage on the ground, and pretty much just making your opponent's life an absolute mess. This scheme has won me a lot of Super Bowls, and this is how I'm going to end it right there. Just simply throwing the RPO. So for those of you guys who don't know, when you throw the RPO, you simply just have to hold the O button or B button, depending on which side of the field. Because if you do flip it, I believe square ends up being the button that's on the other side. So if you see that he cuts down, you might have one man to miss, but you'll always end up having positive yardage. Be cautious, because sometimes people will user it and they'll try to bait you into throwing that pass, and you might end up fooling yourself by doing so, and that gets frustrating. But this is the most overpowered scheme in the game, with the most overpowered setup for your offense that you can possibly run, because they're not going to be able to tackle that Derrick Henry in the backfield twice. That's just not going to happen. As you can see, we're always going to get yardage, and that angry runs is going to go absolutely crazy. My name is Tony Montana. Hopefully this scheme helps you win more of your MUT games or your regular games just in general, because this will work in regs as well. So hopefully this scheme helps you win a lot more of your games and frustrate a lot more of your opponents. Defense is ruined, and let's make it even worse. My name is Tony Montana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.